Rosebuds, it's me, Black Rose. This is kind of inspired by a video I saw Madame Macabre do, because she works in a haunted house. And so I'm gonna do a video about she did different types of people you see going through. I'm gonna do a little bit mix of that and a bit more of what it's just in general like to work there. So I'm going to go over a normal day for me working at a haunted house. Because for all of you who don't know, I work at Screamfest, which in Calgary is a big Halloween thing that goes on every year, where there's 6 haunted houses, there's games inside and rides and stuff, and I'm in one of the haunted houses. I'll tell you what haunted house I'm in. I'm in Bates Motel, which is based off of the movie Psycho from the 60s. I am a dead patron of the motel, so I get to wear ripped up bloody pajamas, and I have a knife in my head, and blood dripping down my face, so. A normal day for me going there it's from 7 p.m. to midnight, my time, so, yeah. A normal day for me would be, about 20 minutes before time to leave, I start 30 minutes before time to leave, I start getting my clothes and makeup done. And then I put my wig on because the knife is attached to a long brown wig with really messy hair. And I really didn't want to put fake blood in my actual hair because that would probably stain it. And then my dad drives me down because I only have my learner. So either way, he'd still have to drive me. So yeah, and then when I get down there, walk into the building, there's a certain door that we all have to use. I have to remember what time I get there to let my team leader, we call them team leads, so I'm going to refer to them as that. To let them know what time I got there, I have to remember what time I got there so I can get paid for it. And oftentimes I'll meet up with other people from my house. There's about 10 of us, but I think one girl was sick yesterday. Oh. Sorry, I worked last night and I'm tired. And I work again tonight, so. Then, when it's getting close to 7, we all get into our positions to scare the crap out of people. And then, every time, for me, I'm at what's called a drop window. You don't know what it looks like from the outside, but from the inside, it's just a plank of wood that has a latch at the top. And so I unlatch the latch, and it drops, and then I scream. I normally scream something along the lines of, "Please, let me out," or "Please, run for your lives," or "They're insane, they're all insane, they'll kill you too." But more convincing, because my voice is slightly dying right now. Because we were really busy last night, so normally we slow down at about 10:30. Around 10:30, people sort of stop coming as much. We stopped selling tickets at 11, so, because we end at 12, so we want people to have at least an hour in there, you know? Because if you come at like 11:45 and buy a ticket then, and then our ticket's out at 12, it's like, you got 15 minutes for $30. That's not that fun. You can probably barely get into a house with that. So yeah. We want to give people at least an hour. But it was really busy yesterday, so we didn't slow down till like 11:30. Which, yeah. And all of the houses are outside, and there is one heater in each, which is in the staff room in the very middle, which is where you sit if you're in the drop window, like I am. Although the heater is very small and very weak, so I was still freezing cold last night, even though I was wearing 2 shirts underneath a thick pajama shirt and 2 pairs of pants underneath thick pajama pants. So I was still cold. And you have to provide your own costume and makeup, so if you can't do a costume and makeup, or find someone who can, either a mask or it's not for you. Yeah. Wait. A lot of the only part part that's like, for me, I have to sit on a stool with my legs tucked underneath me to actually be able to see out of the peephole to look out at the drop window, to know when people are coming, and then my arms like raised high above my head. So it's a little bit of an uncomfortable position after a while, but it's worth it. You hear so many funny reactions. And now to the types of people that I have seen. And again, if you go to Madame Macabre's video, I have seen all of those people. But I kind of have my own labels for some of them. So, first of all, there are the pervs. And I've seen a lot of these. Because in the drop window, you see the most of these. So, the pervs are the ones that will either hit on you, or just decide to make the most inappropriate comment possible. So, like, there was one guy I know who he screamed, "Suck my dick," when I scared him. Yeah. There was another guy who was extremely drunk, and he's just like, "Yo, I'll kiss you too. You want my knife inside? You like yours?" Because, like, I had a knife in my head. He was very inappropriate to three of the other girls in my house, too. So, yeah. Then you also get the screamers, which are the most fun. Those are the people that are absolutely terrified, but so they are screaming their heads off. They're just like, ah, 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 left and right. Every scare gets them. But they still have a great time. I love those people, and there are a lot that come through. There are screamers, and I'm grateful for screamers, honestly. Then there are the children. Yeah. Our haunted house is PG-13. So, technically we do allow children underneath that age in, as long as their parents are with them. But I mean, don't bring your newborn baby to a haunted house. Yes, that happened last night. Someone was carrying their newborn baby strapped to their chest. And I was just like, why? I didn't even try and scare them. I just dropped the window and looked at them instead of screaming. I was just like, thinking, why? I mean, not all of them are that extreme, but still, it's ridiculous to bring your little kid to a PG-13 haunted house, where there is blood and guts and bodies hanging from the ceiling. Yes, we have that in my house, especially. And my drop window is right a bit close to where the hanging bodies are, so it's so funny your reactions. But yeah. And then I'm getting kind of worked up talking about this, jeez. But the one thing is, you develop a family kind of thing with the people in your haunted house, which is really fun. So, I'm having a lot of fun. And if any of you are in the Calgary area and you can make it to Streamfest, please come. Bates Motel. Find me. And be a screamer, hopefully. Don't be like one of the mouthy people, because those are annoying. There were some kids that just were like dabbing at the window, and they're like, "Dab on the haters." And I'm just like, dabbing is so old. And they looked like they were like 12-year-olds. But yeah. Hope any of you guys can make it. I know one of you guys who I know personally is coming tonight. So bye guys. Rock on and goodbye.